Let's move on to other stories of the day. Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka is in Azimio and Kenya Coalition Party to stay. But according to Jubilee Party Chairman David Murathe, Kalonzo's political future still lies within Azimio and his presidential bid cannot impact Raila Odinga's presidency, so he needs to cool his heels. And TV's Kevin Mutai also reports that the only position Kalonzo has been given within the coalition is only the Speaker of the National Assembly.
The political fate of the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka seems to have been sealed inside the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party. Allies within Azimio say that the two principals, Raila Odinga and Martha Karua, have endorsed his bid to run for the upcoming general election to split the more than 2 million votes he controls in the Ukambani region. They argue that the move will benefit Odinga while weakening Kenya Kwanza's influence in the region.
Kalonzo is still in Azimio, because that agreement says you cannot get out of it 6 months before the election or even 3 months after the election. The reason for that is because in the event of a runoff, you cannot then pledge your allegiance to the other formation.
The Jubilee Vice Chair accuses Kalonzo of making demands, yet Karua, a patron in the One Kenya Alliance, was picked as Odinga's running mate. He says that the only position Kalonzo can be assured of if he returns to Azimio is that of Speaker of the National Assembly, stating that the Chief Minister portfolio does not exist in the Constitution. That position was to be created as part of the BBI constitutional reforms to accommodate Kalonzo and a section of other leaders within Azimio.
These are the positions which they are offering. Musalia, I don't know, even this one of Kalonzo, does not exist in the law.
Chief Minister.
The position of the Chief Minister does not exist in the law. It was to be created in the BBI, which they opposed. Now they are busy using the same structures in the BBI when they went around saying that BBI was about creating positions for leaders. It was Kenya Kwisha, which started by allocating those portfolios. Now, you can have a chief minister, the way Matiang'i is today, but he has to be a minister first. So you make him a minister in charge of coordination of national government affairs, so he's a rank above the other ministers. But a chief minister position per se does not exist.
Kalonzo's tribulations will continue, with Odinga's allies revealing that even if he joins Kenya Kwanza, his influence will be insignificant in determining the election outcome, intimating that they want him back.
Kalonzo went to Jacaranda and he said he's supporting Raila Amolo Odinga for the third time, unconditionally. Meaning he had no condition to support Raila. So to try and say he's going to run away from Azimio because he was not named as Raila's running mate, despite his sense of entitlement, he must be honest with himself and with the Kenyans whom he told he's happy to support Raila Odinga unconditionally.
Murathe also claims that despite endorsing Odinga as his successor, President Uhuru Kenyatta has no intention of campaigning for him in the mountain. He also reveals that Kenyatta may retain power in the event of a runoff until the next president is sworn in, but he is willing to hand over instruments of power to whoever wins the election. After being re-elected by the National Delegates Committee, Uhuru will continue to lead the Jubilee Party within the Azimio coalition for the next 5 years.
But surely you don't expect him to hit the ground, and that is why now you find it is Martha and Raila. As we are talking today, they were both in Narok. They are the ones on the ticket. Uhuru is not on the ticket. Uhuru is going home in the next 80 days, 80-something days, 85, all right? But he has to oversee a peaceful transition, a peaceful election. He now has to step into his shoes of President and Commander-in-Chief.
According to Azimio, Kenya Kwanza plans to have Kalonzo as Odinga's deputy president designate, but Karua's choice is critical for the battle of the mountain with her Kenya Kwanza rival Rigathi Gachagua. Kevin Mutai, NTV in Mombasa.